I want these numbers!
Josh.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah. You gotta come back.
What's going on?
I don't know. Leo wants everybody back. Leave Joey and Donna for a while.
I'll be right there.
Ginger?
Yeah.
Isn't Ainsley Hayes supposed to be meeting me now?
She's in her office.
Isn't she supposed to be meeting me here?
She needs to meet you in her office.
Why?
She can't wear her pants.
Blame it on the bossa nova with its magic spell. Blame it on the bossa nova that it did so well.
Ainsley.
With just a little dance and soon it ended up a big romance.
Well, I hardly know where to start.
I was feeling so good after my segments, I went out to the sculpture garden.
You know, you guys, really, there's a wet paint sign on the bench.
My assistant went to get me clothes.
Why are you moving like that?
I'm playing it on the bossa nova.
Okay.
I know what you mean about that adrenaline high. I definitely think I got it. Plus, the bartender made me a pink squirrel, so you see, I am not the teetotaler you think I am.
Is there any alcohol in that at all?
There's a dash of creme de cacao, my friend.
I came down here to tell you.
Oh, dance with me, Sam. A family. And when our kids ask.
What's up?
Oh, Mr. President.
I never even knew we had a nightclub down here.
Oh, my God.
Mr. President, I don't believe that you've met Ainsley Hayes.
Yeah, Ainsley. I wanted to say hello and to mention, you know, a lot of people assumed you were hired because you were a blonde Republican sex kitten, and, well, they're obviously wrong. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
You know we're meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That could have been worse.
Hello.
What are you doing here?
I came in early.
Bonnie,
I've been here for an hour.
Yeah.
are we releasing the names of the agents? Or are we not releasing them?
Yeah.
You gotta give me another chance.
At what?
At meeting the president.
You met the president last night.
I was wearing a bathrobe.
You sat in paint.
I was singing and dancing.
You were happy.
I threw my drink up in the air.
Yeah, but not that much of it landed on your head.
I looked like an idiot, and it's your fault.
How is it my fault?
You arranged the meeting over my express wishes.
I'm not the one who got you jumping around like Joey Heatherton.
You have to do something for me.
Arrange another introduction?
You have to arrange another introduction.
Last night you were scared to meet him.
And I'm still scared to meet him, but I'll overcome that in order to erase the humiliation that I've brought upon myself and my father.
You were just in your own little Euripides play over there, aren't you?
Please arrange another introduction.
Fine.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
How you doing, Ainsley?
My mouth is dry, my hands are moist, and I have to pee.
Okay.
Hey, you ready?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Let's go.
Call it off.
Here we go.
No, really.
Ainsley?
I'll meet him another time.
What other time?
Better time.
What's a better time?
Tomorrow.
Don't you have to absolve yourself of the humiliation visited on your family and the House of Atreus?
Yes, but I believe I'm going to compound the humiliation.
It'll never happen.
Really?
No, it probably will.
Hey,
Is he coming?
he's stopping in on his way from the thing. How you doing, Ainsley?
I'm concerned about peeing on your carpet.
Okay. Well, now I am too.
Tell her it's gonna be fine.
Your skirt's on backwards.
May I use the bathroom?
Yes?
Thank you.
Ainsley,
Hey,
Good evening, Mr. President.
is she here?
Ainsley Hayes?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Where is she?
Well, she's in the closet, Mr. President.
Why?
She thought it was a bathroom.
Why is she still in there?
That's kind of hard to say, sir.
Why don't we get her out here?
Yeah. Ainsley?
Yes?
Ainsley, why don't you come on out of there? How you doing? We met last night. You were singing and dancing in a bathrobe.
Yes, sir.
Why were you in the closet?
I had to pee.
They won't let me smoke inside, but you can pee in Leo's closet.
Mr. President,
I appreciate you coming to work for me, Ainsley. You're an exceptionally bright young woman.
Gary.
Is your father proud of you?
yes, sir.
I bet he is. Listen,
Mr. President. Sam.
Come in. Hey, welcome back.
What?
How was the vacation?
It was 40 hours long.
Where'd you go?
Hilton Head.
What'd you do?
I unpacked, and then I packed.
By the way, congratulations. Babish is promoting you to deputy.
When did this happen?
Right after I told Bud Wachtel that we already had.
What the hell is going on?
Well, Monday morning, there was a little incident during the satellite interviews.
I read about it. How could you let something like that happen?
Okay. For everybody who works outside the building, I'll fall on the sword. But for everybody who works inside the building, I wasn't there.
Okay.
Didn't get much of a tan.
What do you need?
Capital B, capital gang, inside politics.
To say what?
The president isn't an elitist. He respects everyone.
And that's why he made a Southern Republican who disagrees with him a deputy counsel.
Congratulations again, by the way.
He is an elitist.
Uh-oh.
It's elitist, geocentric, Ivy League snobbery to think if you haven't written 6 journal articles on monetary support mechanisms, you're not fit to lead.
We're the belief that if you're going to set policy, it'd be a bonus to understand it. And at this point, we'd be astonished to discover that Richie had read as many as 6 journal articles on anything other than athletic support mechanisms.
There's a difference between intellect and instinct.
252 million people in the country. You don't think we ought to be able to elect somebody who's got both?
I'm saying presidents can have good advisors.
Yeah, good advisors can better advise informed and curious presidents.
But what happens when Ivy League presidents surround themselves with intellectual snobs?
All right. Let's clear up a couple things, because that's the second time you've invoked the evil eight. First of all, Notre Dame isn't a member of the Ivy League. They play football as an independent. They play basketball in the Big East. Second, we're very interested in education in this White House, so can you tell me what's wrong with the Ivy League? Should we be discouraging parents from hoping their kids get into Princeton and Yale and Dartmouth?
All I know is we got into Vietnam courtesy of the Beltway chapter of the Harvard Alumni Association.
Yeah, except that's not all you know, because you're bright and you're curious and you worked hard and you got into Smith and you got your law degree where? Cambridge, Massachusetts. You lose, I win, 'twas ever thus.
I was on vacation.
Life's tough in the aluminum siding business. Check the press office on your TV schedule.
I will do the TV shows because I serve at the pleasure of the president, but I do not want a promotion that I didn't earn.
I'll talk to Babish.
Well, let me check out the pay differential first.
You bet.
I didn't even know we had offices down here.
That bodes well for me.
I wonder what else we got down here.
Bats, possibly.
Room 442 is what we're looking for. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it any second now.
You really didn't need to take me down here.
There's no way you'd find it yourself.
You're the White House chief of staff. You shouldn't be.
Don't worry about it. 442? Where the hell is it?
You've been really decent to me, Leo. I want to thank you for that.
Kid, the others are gonna come around.
No, they won't.
See, you gotta remember that the people you're talking about live their lives under siege, 24 hours, every day, at a time in their lives where they're trying with all their might to do good. You're in their foxhole. Sam Seaborn had this innocent relationship with a girl. Bam, here comes the enemy. I'm a recovering alcoholic. Bam, radio, TV, magazines, cameras in front of my house. People shouting at my daughter at the ball game. Editorials, op-eds. He's a drunk. He's dangerous. He should resign.
I wrote one of those op-ed pieces.
I know. It's right over here. 442. It's written down here, this is the steam pipe trunk distribution venue.
I'm working in the steam pipe trunk distribution venue?
No, you're working in your office.
Well, thank you for the help.
Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Did you talk to Steve Joyce and Mark Brookline?
Yes, I did.
See, I was told you were just going to be working the majority counsel's office, which I wasn't wild about to begin with, but it's my understanding I'd be talking to Brookline and Joyce, seeing as how they work for me.
I was taking initiative.
Well, wasn't that spunky of you?
Sam, do you think there's any chance that you could be rude to me tomorrow? Tomorrow is Saturday. I will be here. You can call me and be rude by phone, or you can stop by and do it in person. Because I think if I have to endure another disappointment today from this place that I have worshipped, I am going to lose it. So if you could wait until tomorrow, I would appreciate it.
jury returned a $7 million. I'll be back in just a second, okay?
Ainsley? Look, can I talk to you for a minute? All of us really trying to say,
Who did this? Who did this?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Don't worry
Who
about
sent
it.
you this?
Don't worry about
Ainsley?
it. Sam,
How did your meeting end up going with Brookline and Joyce?
it went great, Sam. I talked to them for a couple of minutes, and I think that... Sam!
Did anybody order a pizza? And if they didn't, could they do it now?
You know what, guys? When I write something, I sign my name. Here, I'll show you.
Sam!
You have any idea how big of a harassment suit you just exposed us to? She works here. Which is more than I can say for either one of you. You're fired. S. Seaborn.
Sam, I don't know who you think you are around here, but you can't fire us.
Oh, yes, he can. Leave here and don't ever come back. It's time for both of you to write your book now.
Is that CJ?
It's Donna Moss.
Hi.
What happened?
I can't turn the heat down.
Did you try?
No, I just looked at the thermostat and got discouraged.
Really?
Of course I tried. I could grow papayas in here.
It's a nice office.
It's the steam pipe distribution venue.
It's got character.
I think I'm losing weight.
You want to come work upstairs in the bullpen?
I need to concentrate.
Nobody's here.
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay. I just came down to say hi.
And I'd talk, but I need to get this done.
I'll leave you alone.
Thanks.
What are you working on?
I'm making notes for Josh.
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
The constitutional questions involved.
Yeah.
Full faith and credit.
Right.
Do you and I look alike?
I'm sorry?
Do we look alike?
No.
That's what I thought. I didn't think we looked alike.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about dyeing your hair red?
No.
You should.
Why?
You look good.
We don't look alike.
No. And I tell people that. I'm gonna go work upstairs.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I think because of the alabaster skin and the farm girl looks that
You're wigging out, Donna.
Yes. You sure you don't want to work upstairs?
No, it may be hot down here, but at least it's quiet. Okay. Boy, I could use a fresco.
I'm a flautist. In high school, I was the best in my row. And so I asked myself, if I'd pursued the flute professionally, would I be meeting interesting men? And the answer comes back to me. Probably not.
I played the trombone.
Did you meet interesting men?
Yeah.
Is it a hard instrument to learn if I took it up
Talk
now?
to me about the full faith and credit clause.
It says that full faith and credit shall be given by each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state. It means if you're married in Maryland, it's got to be recognized by Nebraska.
So how is the Marriage Recognition Act not unconstitutional?
Because it also says that Congress can prescribe the manner in which such acts and records are proved, which means they can decide what being married means within the context of Article 4.
Josh?
Yeah.
Toby?
Yeah,
What's going on?
I'm gonna tell him to sign the damn thing.
Okay. How's his mood? He's frustrated. He's feeling...
You know, when he goes off on a thing, Toby, he expects you to bring him in.
He wants you to do it so he doesn't have to do it himself. Josh, off the top of your head, what do you think about tuition incentives for...
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, we're 82 miles south of the runway and beginning our initial descent. If I could ask you all to find seats. Thank you.
What was that?
We're landing. No, I mean, what were you gonna... Nothing.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
I'm gonna talk to Leo.
I'll see you guys Monday. Good night.
Take it easy.
Did you know she played the trombone?
I didn't.
Tonight stunk, Josh.
I'm sorry about that.
I didn't mean having to work, although that was a treat. I meant the guy.
Who was he?
Lobbyist with Travis West. He was pretty full of himself and without a lot of cause to be.
An obnoxious insurance lobbyist. What were the odds?
It wasn't funny, Josh.
I gotta go see Leo.
I'll call you in the morning.
You look really great in that dress tonight, Donna.
Excuse me.
Yes.
This is your office.
Yes.
It's very nice, Sam.
Thank you.
You can see sunlight and you have a window that can be open for ventilation.
You want to work or you want to decorate my office?
You called me?
Yes.
I need your help.
Really?
Let's not make a big deal out of it.
No, it's sweet that you need my help.
I don't need your help. I'm asking for your help, so let's not make a federal.
Dad, it's me. Sam's asking for my help.
Put the phone down.
Gotta go, Dad. I need to help Sam.
You must have had him rolling in the aisles back in Georgia.
I'm from North Carolina.
Wherever it was that you studied baton twirling?
That'd be Harvard Law School.
Yes. So, here's the thing.
You need my help.
A favor.
Okay.
I have a position recommendation for the president regarding an amendment to a Congress bill. The memo is 22 pages long, and Leo's on a streamlining kick.
You want me to summarize your recommendation and give it to the president?
Yeah, then I want you to skip to Tijuana in a dirndl skirt.
Sam.
The summarizing, you give it to me.
Fine.
Thank you.
In exchange for?
No.
And my schedule's pretty tight.
In exchange for what?
You're going to the Hill?
Yes.
To take meetings on the test ban treaty?
Yes.
I want to go.
No.
Why?
Because.
Oh.
Ainsley.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to spill anything. I'm not going to get Republican juice on you. I'm just going to sit there and learn.
Look.
From the master, Sam. I want to learn from the master.
You see, women think that kind of thing works, but it doesn't.
It really does, Sam.
I let you come to the Hill, you'll summarize my memo.
I'll use punctuation and everything. You might even get extra credit.
Ainsley?
Have you eaten lunch?
No.
I brought my lunch from home.
That's fine.
I ate it already.
It's fine, too.
Did you bring your lunch from
Ainsley,
home?
what the hell?
Do you think you'll be eating it?
You can't have my lunch.
Okay.
Meet me in the lobby in an hour.
Okay.
I'm helping her out. Good. You know, she wants to get a little
got a
feeling.
problem.
What?
Kononov.
Is he here?
In a manner of speaking. Leo?
Yeah,
How you doing?
good.
Vasily Kononov is in the driveway. He's drunk, and he won't get out of the car until he speaks to the president.
And we have a winner.
Are you kidding me?
He's sitting in the car with a woman who I imagine is either a security attaché or a hooker.
Please tell me it's not.
It's no one you know.
Have you spoken to him?
I'm not allowed to speak to him. I walked by the car a couple times to see what was what. Leo, we gotta move him. Tourists are gonna start to ask questions, and Boris and Natasha are gonna answer them.
You now have permission to talk to him. Put him in an office, dry him out, and explain why he can't see the president.
Good.
Try to avoid the Situation Room.
Good safety tip.
What?
I'm going to take Ainsley to the Hill with me for the meetings.
Good.
She wants me to teach her a couple things.
Good.
She called me the master.
Get out.
Okay. CJ?
Yeah.
You know you haven't asked me anything yet, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, never mind.
CJ?
Seriously, forget about it.
What was your question?
The two of you, come take a walk with me.
What's going on?
I wanted to tell you this out where there were people so you wouldn't scream about it.
Scream about what?
The woman who was on Capitol Beat with Sam Sunday night.
What about her?
I'm offering her a job.
Where?
Here.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Well, what the hell made you think I wouldn't scream when there are people?
I took a shot.
Leo!
Outside.
Leah,
Yeah.
she's here.
Good.
Should I send her in?
Yeah.
You want me to stay here
Why?
in case something should happen?
What would that be, exactly?
I'll bring her in.
Thank you. Ainsley?
Mr. McGarry.
Leo's fine.
Yes, sir.
Were you offered coffee or something to drink?
Yes, the woman who works out there, who I imagine is your secretary, offered me coffee or a soft drink.
Okay, so...
She was also kind enough to ask for my coat.
Excellent.
She seems to be a very good secretary.
Well, she'll be happy to hear that. She's standing right outside the door.
Ow.
So, I have to tell you, I've never seen Sam Seaborn get beat the way you beat him on Monday.
Yes, well, Mr. McGarry.
Leo?
Yes, sir. I've been thinking about that ever since your office called me on Tuesday, and I have something to say on my own behalf. If you'll permit me a moment to say it, and I understand if you won't, but I would really appreciate it if you did.
I didn't really follow that, but whatever.
I think that it is wrong for a man in your position to summon someone to the White House to reprimand them for voicing opposition. I think that that is wrong, and it is inappropriate. It's inappropriate, and I'll tell you what else.
It's wrong.
Yes.
That's fine, except you weren't summoned here to be reprimanded.
Well, then if you'll permit me, why was I summoned?
You have an interesting conversational style, you know that?
It's a nervous condition.
I used to have a nervous condition.
How did yours manifest itself?
I drank a lot of scotch.
I get sick when I drink too much.
I get drunk when I drink too much.
Well, Mr. McGarry.
Leo?
Yes, sir. I'll ask again, for what purpose was I brought here today?
So I could offer you a job.
I'm asking because I do not think that it is fair that I be expected to play the role of the mouse to the White House's cat in the game of, you know the game.
Cat and mouse?
Yes. And it's not like I'm not, you know. The fact that I may not look like some of the other Republicans who have crossed your path does not mean that I am any less inclined toward...
Here it comes.
Did you say offer me a job?
Yes. Associate White House Counsel. You'd report to the Deputy White House Counsel, who reports to the White House Counsel, who reports to me.
I'm sorry. A job in this White House?
You want a glass of scotch?
Yes, please. I have always been a Republican. My father is a Republican. His father was state chairman of the North Carolina Republican Party.
Yes?
When I was young, I was a young Republican.
Yeah, Ainsley, even if you hadn't already told me all of this, you know, many, many times, I would know it anyway because I have this FBI file.
You have my FBI file?
Yes.
I can't believe that. You have my FBI file?
Yes.
I have an FBI file?
Ainsley.
Mr. McGarry, I loathe almost everything you believe in.
Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing up, which is how one speaks in opposition in a civilized world.
Well, you go, girl.
I find this administration smug and patronizing and under the impression that those who disagree with them are less than they are and with colder hearts.
I don't think that's true.
How many people on your staff assumed that I was ambitious, mean, and stupid?
None. C.J. Craig thinks you kill your pets. You don't do that, do you?
No, I don't kill my pets. I don't have any pets. I was thinking about getting a pet, but that doesn't matter. The point is...
Ainsley.
Yes, sir?
Don't you want to work in the White House?
Oh, only since I was 2.
Okay, then.
It has to be this White House?
Ainsley.
Mr. McGarry.
The president likes smart people who disagree with him. He wants to hear from you. The president's asking you to serve. And everything else is crap. Think about it overnight. Come back here at 6 tomorrow and give me your answer. Margaret! How you doing? Show Miss Hayes out, would you please?
This way.
Whoa, Nellie.
Hello.
Hayes, you can make a good dog break his leash.
I was at a social function.
Americans for the Preservation of Family Values and White People?
The Federalist Society.
A hootenanny.
I was paid, so I was told to come in.
Yes. 3250 is a Consolidated Appropriations Act that we want to drop in the UN speech for Monday morning. I need you to review the final legislative language so we can shop it around the Hill over the weekend.
What does it call for?
I don't know.
Sam.
It authorizes payment of $926 million in UN dues over 3 years in exchange for a reduction in UN bureaucracy, as well as peacekeeping assessments by the General Assembly.
And what are we concerned about?
Well, the language was drafted by Republicans.
We're inscrutable.
I just want you to look for legal landmines.
Like what?
I don't know. A ban on German food or a hidden amendment saying how annoying the French are.
How about this? We drop out of the UN entirely and use the $926 million to take everybody in the country out to brunch.
Why don't you write that suggestion in the margin?
I'll be in my office.
Whoa. I didn't even see that thing from the back. What do you need?
There's a thing in this we need to be careful of.
What?
They say they'll approve a new scale of peacekeeping assessments if there's a cost-sharing mechanism, but it isn't fully addressed here. You're gonna want me to rewrite some of this language before the president goes to the UN. What?
Let me ask you something. Before, when I said that you were enough to make a good dog break his leash, you understand that men, we're the dog, right? I was the dog.
I understand the metaphor.
Okay.
The peacekeeping assessment has to be based on per capita income of each country, with Category J countries paying the least at a 90% discount.
I meant it to make you feel good.
It did.
Although I certainly meant it.
I appreciate it.
I didn't mean to demean you.
I kind of need you to listen along.
Okay.
Category A countries will be paying a premium, actually overpaying to cover the discounts for Category J states.
Yeah.
So we need to be more specific about Category A. It's going to be important.
I was told that I demeaned you.
You didn't.
I was told that I did.
By whom?
By someone named Celia.
She was mistaken.
You sure?
If I felt demeaned, I'd be among the very first people to know it.
Terrific.
Here are my notes.
I'll rewrite them now. You'll stick around?
What else would I do on a Friday night?
I don't like to pry. Did you get beat?
No.
Charlie?
Yes.
Who'd you play?
Doesn't matter.
Ed?
Nope.
Larry?
Nope.
Jack?
Nope.
Did you get beat by Manny?
No.
Who?
Deanna.
Your sister?
Yes.
Your little sister?
She plays varsity, Sam.
Girls, varsity.
She played a finesse game.
Man, you can't walk.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening to my life.
Listen, I can tell you're down in the dumps, but let's talk about me.
Okay.
If your sister was getting ready for a night out, and I said, Deanna, you're enough to make a good dog break his leash, would you think I was a cad?
I think you were a hick.
Sam.
Hang on. Because of the sentiment or the expression?
It's my sister?
Yeah.
I'd beat you up.
You and how many Girl Scouts?
If I could stand up.
Sam.
But if it wasn't your sister?
Then you're fine.
He says I'm fine.
You're not, because this isn't quite right.
Still.
It needs to be clear that the total assessment is down to 25% from 27% for Category A.
We've been in this fight.
But if we pay before we
Hang
work
on.
out the language...
Here she is. Celia. I asked Ainsley, and she said she didn't mind at all. Plus, Charlie said he's fine with it.
Charlie's a man.
Damn right.
Sam.
Yes.
We need to be clear we're not going to take a bath when other countries can afford to take on more.
Yes.
This is important.
Yeah, I also think it's important to make clear that I'm not a sexist.
And that I'm all man.
You're Celia?
Yes.
He's not a sexist.
If you're willing to let your sexuality diminish your power.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm surprised you're willing to let your sexuality diminish your power.
I don't even know what that means.
I think you do.
And I think you think I'm made out of candy glass, Celia. If somebody says something that offends you, tell them. But all women don't have to think alike.
I didn't say they did, and when someone said something that offended me, I did say so.
I like it when the guys tease me. It's an inadvertent show of respect. I'm on the team, and I don't mind it when it gets sexual. And you know why? I like sex.
Hello.
I don't think whatever sexuality I may have diminishes my power. I think it enhances it.
And what kind of feminism do you call that?
My kind.
It's called lipstick feminism. I call it stiletto feminism.
Stilettos.
You're not in enough trouble already?
I suppose I am.
Isn't the point that Sam wouldn't have been able to find another way to be chummy with a woman who wasn't sexually appealing?
He would be able to, but that isn't the point. The point is that sexual revolution tends to get in the way of actual revolution. Nonsense issues distract attention away from real ones. Pay equity, childcare, honest-to-God sexual harassment, and, in this case, a speech in front of the UN General Assembly. So, you, 25% on the assessments for Category A. You, I don't know what your thing is. And you, stop trying to take the fun out of my day. With that, I'm going to get a cupcake.